Hello everyone! You're on the Crypto Pump channel, and if you've ever been interested in altcoins, this episode is definitely for you. Today we're talking about altcoin season, what it is, how it starts, and how not to miss the moment. I'll explain it simply, clearly, and to the point. Get comfortable. It's going to be interesting. If you want to stay one step ahead of the market and not miss important movements, be sure to subscribe to our Telegram. There you'll find up-to-date analytics, trading ideas, and signals that will help you navigate this incredibly dynamic world of cryptocurrency. The link is already in the description. Join us. So, let's get started. Altcoin season is the time when altcoins, meaning all cryptocurrencies except Bitcoin, start to rise in price actively and attract more attention than Bitcoin itself. This is not just a random spike, it's part of a larger market trend. Typically, altcoin season follows a significant rise in Bitcoin, reaching a certain peak. Investors, noticing that Bitcoin is slowing down or becoming too expensive, shift their focus to other coins. This allows them to capture greater profits, or invest in new promising projects. Why does this happen? The cryptocurrency market is cyclical, much like the seasons. First, all the attention is on Bitcoin. It sets the tone, and investors actively buy it, anticipating growth. When Bitcoin reaches its peak or moves sideways, capital shifts to altcoins. Investors look for new profit opportunities, as altcoins often rise faster at this stage. These cycles are not random. They are related to market behavior and human psychology. After Bitcoin's halving, it often rises, attracting attention. Then, interest shifts to altcoins, new tokens or promising projects. Thus, capital flows into Bitcoin first and then into altcoins, which triggers the altcoin season. The key indicator is the Altseason Index. It shows when altcoins start to outperform Bitcoin in terms of growth. The index analyzes the top 50 cryptocurrencies over a 90-day period and tracks how many of them are growing faster than Bitcoin. If the index exceeds 25 after a previous rise in Bitcoin, it may signal the beginning of altcoin season. A value of 75 or higher indicates a peak in altcoin activity. The index compares price histories. If most top coins are rising faster than Bitcoin, capital flows into altcoins. This reflects investor behavior as they seek new opportunities after Bitcoin's rise. The index doesn't predict the future, but it signals changes in the market. Where can you find it? The Altcoin Season Index is available on several websites. One of the most popular is Blockchain Center. Just visit blockchaincenter.net and find the Altcoin Season Index section, where a chart with current values is presented. There you can see the index's movements and compare them to past altcoin seasons. This tool is available for free and doesn't require complex calculations, making it convenient for everyone. The Altcoin Season Index can also be found on platforms like CoinMarketCap and CoinGlass. The second indicator is the Bitcoin Dominance Chart, or BTCD. It shows what percentage of the total cryptocurrency market capitalization is held by Bitcoin, indicating how much it rules the market compared to other cryptocurrencies. When this figure declines, it means that investors are starting to shift from Bitcoin to altcoins. This capital movement often triggers altcoin season. For example, at the beginning of 2021, Bitcoin dominance dropped from 70% to 40%, which was accompanied by significant growth in altcoins. A new altcoin season may be just around the corner, so be sure to subscribe to our Telegram channel to not miss opportunities and enter the market in time. How does this work? Bitcoin dominance reflects capital movement. When Bitcoin rises, its share increases as it is bought more actively. After a rise, investors often sell Bitcoin or invest in altcoins, which reduces its share. If the market is generally rising, it indicates that altcoins are gaining strength. A decline in Bitcoin dominance signals the approach or start of altcoin season. Where can you find this? The Bitcoin dominance chart is available on CoinMarketCap in the dominance section and on TradingView by searching for BTCD. These free tools help track market trends. We also have a video on how to use TradingView. The third indicator is the trading volumes of altcoins. It shows how much cryptocurrency, excluding Bitcoin, is being bought and sold over a specific period. An increase in volumes indicates active investor interest in altcoins. This can stimulate an increase in the overall market capitalization, as a higher number of transactions typically leads to rising coin values. Growing trading volumes are a signal that the market is waking up and may be a precursor to altcoin season. How does this work? Trading volumes are the pulse of the market. Low volumes indicate sluggish trading of altcoins. When Bitcoin rises and investors are looking for new opportunities, they start actively trading altcoins, which increases volumes. A rise in volumes signals a capital flow into altcoins, which may herald the arrival of altcoin season. Where can you find this? On TradingView, select a pair such as ETH USDT and look at the volume columns below the chart. If volumes are rising across many altcoins, it could hint at an altcoin season. Compare this with Bitcoin. Falling volumes for Bitcoin and rising volumes for altcoins indicate a shift in trend. If you want to stay updated on current trends and understand where the market is heading, subscribe to our Telegram. There, we share important insights, analyze situations, and highlight what to pay attention to. The link is already in the description, and if you found this video helpful, please support us with a like. It really means a lot to us. The fourth indicator is the cryptocurrency market capitalization. It reflects the total value of all cryptocurrencies and shows how much money is in the industry. On TradingView, there are three charts: Total, the total market capitalization; TOTAL2, excluding Bitcoin to assess the strength of altcoins; and TOTAL3, excluding both Bitcoin and Ethereum for other coins. When these charts are rising while Bitcoin's dominance is decreasing, it indicates an intensifying altcoin season, where altcoins are attracting more attention and capital. How does this work? work. Capitalization is the market's thermometer. An increase in capitalization indicates an influx of new money into crypto. If total is increasing but Bitcoin dominance is falling, it means that altcoins are leading the growth. TOTAL2 and TOTAL3 help to see how actively altcoins, especially smaller ones, are growing. When these charts are soaring, it signals that the market is moving thanks to altcoins. First, Bitcoin pushes the market up, and then altcoins amplify the rise. In the last alt season from January to May 2021, altcoins demonstrated their strength. Bitcoin rose from $29,000 in January to $63,000 in April, after which investors shifted their attention to altcoins. For example, BNB surged from $40 in January to $690 in May, increasing by more than 1,600%. ADA climbed from 18 cents to $2.45, showing a growth of around 1,200%. XRP increased from 22 cents to nearly $2, which amounted to approximately 800% growth. Among the superstars was Solana, which rose from $1.50 in January to $55 in May, demonstrating a growth of 3,500%. SHIBA INU surprised everyone, increasing by more than 34,000% thanks to the hype on social media and an influx of newcomers. This period became a vivid example of the power of altcoins in favorable market conditions. If you had invested $100 in each of these coins in January 2021 and captured half of their growth, the results would be as follows. BNB, with an 800% rise, your $100 would have turned into $900, resulting in a profit of $800. Cardano, ADA, with a 600% rise, your $100 would have become $700, earning you $600. XRP, with a 400% rise, your $100 would have grown to $500, giving you a profit of $400. Now the superstars. Solana, with a 1,700% rise, your $100 would have turned into $1,800, with a profit of $1,700. SHIBA INU, with a 17,000% rise, your $100 would have become $17,000, yielding an incredible 170x. Such results are possible in the crypto market if you closely monitor its movements and make timely decisions. The alt season is a period when capital, moving away from Bitcoin, seeks new targets for growth. In 2021, BNB rose due to the popularity of Binance, ADA benefited from Cardano updates, XRP surged on Ripple news, while Sol and Shiba Inu became symbols of hype, the former through technology, the latter due to the buzz. The alt season opens doors for growth in both major projects and meme tokens that can skyrocket unexpectedly. During this time, many people became millionaires simply by holding their assets and selling during the hype. However, behind their success are those who sold at a loss, broke even, or ended up stuck with assets in a bear market. Some attempted to shift between assets and ultimately ended up with nothing. This illustrates how unpredictable and diverse the crypto market is. That's it, friends. Now you're informed about what altcoin season is and how to identify it. Join our Telegram channel where you can find analytics and guides. The link is in the description. Please like, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to hit the bell icon. See you in the next video on CryptoPump.